All right, this is the two-step equations worksheet, and there's 14 problems on this worksheet, and I'm going to help you with 4 of them, so you only have 10 to do by yourself. And I'm going to help you with number 2, 4, 5, and 9. And you can see numbers 5 and 9, and a few of the other problems look a little bit different from ones that we've done in class. So I'm going to hit those, and I'll wait till the end. Let's start with number 2. All right, so number 2 says n divided by 2 plus 5 equals 3. And again, this is a problem we've seen before. We know that we have to move the constant number that's on the same side as our variable. So our variable term here is the n divided by 2, right here, this n divided by 2. And this positive 5 is our constant. So that's what we're going to try to move. And the opposite of a positive 5 is a negative 5. So we're going to put a negative 5 on both sides, and that's going to cancel it out, giving us our variable term, n divided by 2. And then our constant is now on the right side, and 3 and negative 5, they have different signs. So we're going to subtract, and we're going to keep the sign of the larger number, so it's going to be negative 2. And then the way I get rid of a dividing by 2, so I can get my variable by itself, so I've got my variable term, but I want my variable by itself, is we're going to go ahead and we're going to multiply both sides by 2. That'll cancel out, and we, again, did a lot of this last time. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. So number 2, you should get negative 4. And then you can check your answer, right? If you plug negative 4 in for n, negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. And negative 2 plus 5, different signs, subtract, gives you 3. So that actually checks out for us. All right, so let's look at number 4 then. Number 4 says 1 minus r equals negative 5. So the constant that I want to get rid of here is this 1. I've already got my variable term, this negative r. I want to get rid of this positive 1 right here. So again, I'm not looking at this sign. That belongs to the r. I'm looking at the 1, and it doesn't have a sign, so that means it must be positive. So we're going to put a negative 1 underneath of it. And that cancels out, giving us negative r equals negative 6. And if negative r equals negative 6, then positive r must equal positive 6. And what we're doing is, because there's a 1 there, negative 1, we're actually just dividing by negative 1 on both sides, which is how we're getting the positive 6. So r equals 6. You can plug your answer in. 1 minus 6, or 1 plus negative 6, if you rewrite it, is going to give you negative 5. All right, so number 5. Number 5 is a problem that we really haven't seen before. I call these BFFs. I like them, but that doesn't stand for best friend forever. That would actually, in this case, stand for a big fat fraction. I call these big fat fractions because the entire side, left side here, is being divided by 2. So you can think of it, again, as a big fat fraction. And one of the steps that we can use to solve equations to help simplify, remember, is clearing fractions. And that's what we're going to do to solve for this problem, to get rid of that 2. So when I said when you were clearing fractions, you were supposed to multiply by the LCD, the least common denominator. Well, the only denominator we have here is 2. So that's what I'm going to multiply by. And that works out for us, because if the entire left side is being divided by 2, we can't do anything with this negative 10. We can't do anything with it until it gets unattached from this 2. We got to get rid of this 2, and so we're going to multiply the entire side by 2. I am not going out of order. Remember, our steps have always been to add or subtract, and then step 2 has been to multiply or divide. So if you're wondering, why am I doing that first? Well, I'm actually using this clear fraction step. That's the step I'm using. So that actually, if you look in your notes, is all the way at the top when it comes to simplifying equations. So I'm going to multiply by 2 to both sides, and that's going to cancel out with the dividing by 2 there. That just gives us k minus 10 equals, and then negative 7 times 2 on the right side is negative 14. And then to get rid of this negative 10, I'm going to add 10 on both sides. Okay, equals, and negative 14 plus 10, they have different signs. We're going to subtract. Keep the sign of the larger number. Gives us negative 4. So number 5 is k equals negative 4. Let's do another example. Again, I know that's new, and hopefully that made a little bit of sense. If it didn't, let's do another example of how to go ahead and do a big fat fraction like that. Example number 9. We're going to clear that fraction. So anytime you see a big fat fraction, get rid of that denominator. We're going to multiply both sides by 22. And what that's going to do is that multiplying by 22 just simply cancels out with this dividing by 22. So we have negative 5 plus x equals, and negative 1 times 22 is negative 22 on the right side. And now the number we want to get rid of is a negative 5. Again, I'm not looking at that sign because that positive sign belongs to the x. I'm asking myself, what number am I trying to get rid of? And then what is the opposite of it? And the opposite of a negative 5 is a positive 5. So we are going to put a plus 5 on both sides. And that's going to cancel it out. And that gives us x equals, different signs subtract. 22 minus 5 is 17. Keep the sign of the larger number, makes it a negative 17. So those are 4 problems that you don't have to do anymore, and hopefully you can use those as examples on how to do the remaining 10 problems. Okay, so there's other big fat fraction problems on here. Number 8 is a good example of that. Number 6 as well. Number 12 is a big fat fraction. Number 11 is a big fat fraction. Number 13 is a big fat fraction. And you can practice using what we just did, which was clearing that fraction by multiplying by the denominator. The rest of these problems look pretty normal. So if you have any questions, email or text me. And this is due on Thursday.